Hello everybody, Cody here from Boss Poses. Today I'm going to be showing you guys very quickly how to make your own Rust skins very easily. So you're going to be needing two programs. You're going to be needing Blender and you're going to be needing Paint.net, which is like a mini Photoshop, very lightweight software. So you could do this on a low spec computer if you're having problems with Photoshop or something like that. So we're going to be using that today. Both of these softwares are free, and if you open Rust, go to the workshop and click on an item, you can actually download the OBJ file. So you're going to go ahead and do that and save that to a folder. And then you're going to import that OBJ into Blender, and that's what I have open right here. Okay, so you're only going to need to be about 5-10 minutes inside of Blender, and you probably won't need to use it anymore. So we're not going to do the whole texture thing in here. So what I'm going to actually just get you to do really quickly is we're going to make sure we click the object. We're going to go to UV editing. We're going to go up to here where it says new. We're going to make this a gray map like this. So just make it any color but a little bit bright so it's not too bright. Don't make it solid white or solid black. Just make it like right in the middle. And you're going to hit OK, and you're just going to have this blank picture right here, and that's perfectly fine. But if I hit A on my keyboard and select the coffee can helmet over here, you're going to notice that we have the UV map. And what we're going to be doing is saving both of these images separately, and we're going to be doing this very quickly, okay? So what you're going to be doing is you're going to go over into object mode first. We're going to click. We're going to go into texture, base color, image texture, and then we're going to select that gray map that we had. And now if we go over into our texture paint, you'll notice that we're able to paint on our feature. And this is really helpful if you're using like the hoodie or something and you need to like make a smile. You can make a smile on this and then cover it up over in the other software. And over here you're going to notice that we have that all set up. And that's why I recommended that you made it a little bit brighter or a little darker. You're not going to be able to see these lines that appear right here, and that's perfectly fine. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to hit back really quick. We're going to mark out, like say if you had a screw or something like that, you could easily just put the dot right there. Or the dot right there, and then you'd know where this is right here. And say if I went back into edit mode, you'd be able to see these dots on your UV map. So what we're going to do is we're going to save both of these out, and we can do this really quickly and we're done with Blender. So first you're going to click image right here. We're going to hit save as, and we're going to save this into a folder. In this case I have mine in Rust. I'm just going to call this coffee cut for tutorial and save it as a PNG file. And the next thing you're going to do is click beside the image, and you're going to click UV and then export UV layout to the same folder. Coffee can tut UV. Yeah, and we're done inside of Blender, so what we're going to do is jump on over into Paint.net, so make sure you download that. Again, that is a free software, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright, now that we're inside of Paint.net, this is what it's going to look like. A really good software, so I love this thing quite a lot. So what we're actually going to do is start importing our layers. You can go up here and hit add new layer, or import from file. So we can import a layer from our file. So we're going to go to our desktop, and we're going to go to the folder, and we're going to bring in that tutorial UV. So we'll bring that in first, and you're going to notice that we have this, and we do have the alpha channel on it. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hit new layer, and then what we can do is go up to layer, import from file, and then what we're going to do is go down and find that coffee tutorial grayscale. And what you can do is put that below the UV layer, so just make sure that's on top. And now what you can do is actually start editing this. So another fun thing you can do is go to Google and grab PNG images and just copy and paste them. So let me do that. So I don't even have to download it. I just have to go to Google, find a PNG image like of a mouth or something like that, and hit copy, and then I can just hit V in here. But make sure you have a blank layer selected. So if not, just hit down here and create a new layer, and then make a blank layer, and then hit V, and then you'll have this image right here. And as you see, we can paste this on anything we want, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find a different one. Okay, and then I copied it, and then I created another layer. So make sure if you get this white border around it, it's because you're not on another layer. So hit the new layer button, go to 5, and then hit paste. And as you see, you won't have that border around it. And then what you can do is move this mouth around like this, and you can stretch it. So you have all the tools Photoshop does, but at a very low cost. So you can move this around like so. And then you can go in and paint it and stuff like that. You can add more stickers if you really wanted to. So if I wanted to, I could select this with the magic brush and then only paint within the lines. Or I can go ahead and just make that a solid color. So if I wanted to make this like a purple color or something like that, I could go up, go to say 10, maybe even a little higher than that, 60. And then because what we're going to do is we're going to be removing this at the end, and this is going to be the texture file that you're importing into Rust. So you're just going to make sure you do that. And you're just going to paint on the gray layer. Any layer, because at the end it's going to flatten. So I always recommend just making this a different color to start, but just to show you that this all works really easy every time inside of Rust, because I know a lot of people have been having problems with getting it to map correctly. And this doesn't necessarily need to be painted neatly. It can be outside the borders and you'll still be fine. So I could do something like that. And you could do a really good job if you wanted to, right? Okay, so now we're pretty much good to go for bringing this into Rust. And I'm going to show you that this does work. You can get super crafty. It's just a really quick tutorial for you guys to do this, because what this is going to do is flatten everything into one texture. And that's pretty much what you want, because you can have gloss and stuff on it, and you can flatten it into one texture, which is amazing. And it's really hard to find Blender add-ons that do that. So right here where it says the coffee can layer, we're going to delete this now. And now we're stuck with this map. This is the only thing that we're going to import. So go ahead up the file. We're going to go to save as. And then we're going to change this to PNG. And I'm going to save this as test done helmet. We're going to save that out. And you're going to see it right here, and you're just going to hit OK, and it's going to say, it's going to ask you if you want to flatten. Just click flatten, and you're going to notice this turns into one layer, and it's now saved. So right now we're good to go for booting up Rust, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now that we're inside of Rust, all we're going to do is hold right click, and we're just going to go over to this character so we can see what we're doing. And we're obviously just going to go up to here and find the object that we downloaded and that we edited. So in this case, mine I think was the coffee can helmet. And it might jump down like that, just go back up. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to change the actual model as a normal map, which is also very easy, but it's a bit more advanced. So I'm just going to let you practice on this for a couple days, and then we'll get into the more advanced tutorial. So let's go ahead and get our texture in. So all you have to do is go over into Edit, remove this one right here, and then open up the file that you saved. So where the fuck is it? There it is. Found it. It was called Test Done Helmet. So this is the skin that we made it inside of the editor, and as you see, it's really cool. And after this, I'm going to show you a couple other ones that I made just to show you a little bit better of one. But as you see, this did work as well as we planned. All the smiles in the right place. So what we're going to do is go to Item now. I'm going to show you the metal mask ones that I've done, just to show you that you can do some really cool things. So let me just find the M category. For some reason, it's always gone, and then we can just go back up, edit, go here, and then I can show you some of these ones. So I have, you can do stuff like that, and it has like a tier on it. You do things like that if you really wanted to. And I really like this one, my personal favorite. It's one of the beaver, which is really cool. And that's how you guys make your own Rust skins. So I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful, and if you did, please do like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll make sure to respond when I can, and have yourselves a great day. Take care.